Good day to all of you. I am Dr. Arvind Sharma, Associate Professor in Physics, Government Dover College. Today we are going to learn about the topic triplet diodes. As we discussed read and impede diodes in previous video lectures, today we are going to understand the mechanism and physical structure of triplet diodes. Physical structure. The abbreviation triplet stands for trapped plasma avalanche triggered transit mode. TRA for trapped, P for plasma, A for avalanche, and T for triggered, and last T for transit mode. Trapped plasma avalanche triggered transit mode, a mode first reported by a scientist group Prager et al. It is a high efficiency microwave generator, capable of operating from several hundred megahertz to several gigahertz. The basic operation of the oscillator is a semiconductor PN junction diode reverse biased to current densities well in excess of those encountered in normal avalanche operation. High peak power diodes are typically silicon N plus PP plus or P plus NN plus structures with the N-type detection region width varying from 2.5 to 12.5 micrometer. The doping of the depletion region is generally such that diodes are well punched through at breakdown. The doping of the depletion region is generally such that diodes are well punched through at breakdown. That is the DC electric current. DC electric field in the depletion region just prior to breakdown is well above the saturated drift velocity level. The device's P plus region is kept at thin possible at 2.5 to 7.5 micrometer. A triplet diode's diameter ranges from a small as 50 micrometer for CW operation to 750 micrometer at lower frequency for high peak power devices. Principle of operation. Approximate analytic solution for the triplet mode. In P plus and N plus diodes, we are using here the structure of triplet diode. P plus and N plus diodes have been developed by Chlorofenin et al. And Deloach among others. These analyses have been shown that high field avalanche zone propagates through the diode and fills the depletion layer with a dense plasma of electrons. Again, high field avalanche zone propagates through the diode and fills the depletion layer. What happens? Fills the depletion layer with a dense plasma of electrons and holes that become trapped in low field region behind the zone. And what happens? They trapped in the low field region behind the zone. A typical voltage waveform for the triplet mode of an avalanche P plus and N plus diode operating with an assumed square wave circuit. Square wave current is shown in figure 8.3. Here you see that this is the current, square wave current. Okay, and here the structure that we mention P plus N plus N, how a square wave current flows through the circuit. Okay, and here this curve is between voltage and current versus time, and this is curve for voltage, and the different regions are defined here. We just see what happens one by one. These analyses have shown that a high field avalanche zone propagates through the diode and fills the depletion layer with a dense plasma of electrons and holes that becomes trapped in the low field region behind the zone. A typical voltage waveform for the triplet mode, a typical voltage waveform for the triplet mode of an avalanche P plus and N plus 1 diode operating with an assumed square wave current. But we assume that square wave current drive is operating at point A. The electric field is uniform throughout the sample and its magnitude is large. At point A, what is point A? Point A. At point A, okay, the field is large uniform throughout the sample and its magnitude is large but less than the value required for the avalanche. Its value is large but less than the value for needed avalanche breakdown. The value is not sufficient for breakdown. The current density is expressed by J equal to epsilon S dE upon dt. J equal to epsilon S dE upon dt, where epsilon S is the semiconductor dielectric permittivity of the diode. We know that current density is given by J equal to epsilon D upon dt, where epsilon S is the semiconductor dielectric permittivity of the diode. At the instant of time at point A, the diode current is turned. At point A, diode current is turned on. That means diode current is started. Since the only charge carriers present are those caused by the thermal generation. Charge carriers which are present that are caused by the thermal generation. The diode initially charges up like a linear capacitor. Initially, diode charges up like a linear capacitor, driving the magnitude of the electric field above the breakdown voltage. When a sufficient number of carriers is generated, the particle current exceeds and the external current and the electric field is depressed throughout the depletion region. When a sufficient number of carriers generated, the particles current exceeds and external current and the electric field is depressed throughout the depletion region, causing the voltage to decrease. This portion of the cycle is shown in the curve from point to B to C. From B to C, what we see here, what happens? This is the curve from B to C. Initially, from A to B is charging. A to B is charging and B to C. B to C is plasma formation and C to E, plasma extraction, and E to F. E to F is residual extraction, and FZ, that is G, charging. And after constant it becomes slight linear increase from point A. Okay, so bold curve shows the voltage and dotted curve shows the current versus time. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, G points we are trying to see what happens at every point. The portion of the cycle is shown by the B to C. Okay. During this time interval, the electric field is sufficiently large for the avalanche to continue. Electric field is sufficiently large to avalanche continue, and a dense plasma of electron and holes created. What happens? B to C, dense plasma of electrons and holes is created, as some of the electrons and holes drift out the ends of the depletion layer. As some of the electrons and holes drift out the depletion layer, the field is further depressed and traps the remaining plasma. What happens? As some of the electrons and holes drift out the ends of the depletion layer ends drift from the depletion layer end, the field is further depressed and traps the remaining plasma. The voltage decreases to point D. The voltage decreases to point D from here. C to D, plasma extraction, voltage is depressed. A long time is required to remove the plasma because the total plasma charge is large compared to the charge per unit time. A long time, a very high time required to remove the plasma because the total plasma charge is large compared to the charge per unit time in the external current. At a point E, the plasma is removed. So what happens? From C, we start from here to here, and up to this point, plasma is removed. That means a long time necessary for it. But a residual charge of electrons remains in one end of the depletion layer, and a residual charge of holes in the other end. After point E, a residual charge of electrons remains in one end of the depletion layer, and a residual charge of holes in the other end also remains. This is known as residual extraction, happens from E to F. As the residual charge is removed, the voltage increases from point E to F. At point F, finally at point F, all the charge was generated internally has been removed. What happens at point F? All the charge which is generated internally has been removed. This charge must be greater than or equal to that supplied by the external current. This charge must be greater than or equal to the supplied by the external current. Otherwise, voltage will exceed that at a point A. Otherwise, voltage will exceed at point A. If this does not happen, then voltage is exceeds then that point A. From point F to point Z, the diode charge up again like a fixed capacitor. From F to Z, what happens? Again diode charges up like a fixed capacitor. At point Z, the diode current goes to zero. The diode current goes to zero. What happens at G? You just see that current is very low. That is approximately zero at point Z for a half period, and the voltage remains constant at VA until the current comes back on and the half cycle repeats. Until the current comes back on the cycle repeats. The electric field can be expressed as EXT equal to EM minus QNA X plus ZT upon epsilon S. What is the relation for electric field? EXT equal to EM minus QNA upon epsilon S X plus ZT upon epsilon S. What is Na? Na is doping concentration of the N region and X is the distance. So this is the relation. You must remember it. So up to here we try to understand the physical structure of the tapered diode and what is its mechanism. In next video we continue the analysis of tapered diode. Okay, thanks.